Good day. This is Ray. Today is Friday, September 5th, 2025. For me, another day of learning and growing. Hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well, staying safe. So, I'm going to make this a quick vlog. I'm actually just got back home, had a pretty busy day at the office, but I also had to come back and handle some business in the afternoon. So, I've got some major life updates that I can't fully share just yet because I'm waiting for things to be finalized, but it may have an impact on my budget for a short period of time, maybe for a period of a few months, before I can get it back to what looks like normal. But once again, I can't fully talk about that yet until everything is final. And I don't know how things are going to shake out. And I'm being very vague about this because there's really not much I could share until things are in action. But it will be a major life update for me. Kind of going back, if you haven't watched my previous videos, I was diagnosed with lupus back in May of 2019. At the time, I had lost a significant amount of weight. I was down to in the 140s. I forget exactly how much I was. My normal weight, around 195 to 200 pounds. So I had lost a lot of weight in a short period of time. I was in and out of the hospital 6 times in less than a 2 year period. I accumulated more debt on top of the non-mortgage slash consumer debt that I had already, and really just a lot has happened over the years. As you all remember, we had the pandemic, went through that. I was just at the beginning of dealing with the diagnosis of living with lupus, but also stepping down from a management role into going into a previous position, and been doing that position now since January 2020. So a little bit over 5 years. But anyway, thanks to my family, thanks to my parents for letting me, move back home with them for, I want to say, let me see. So it was the end of 2019 till the end of 2021. So I moved back with them. And then I, became a first-time homeowner at the end of 2021. And that was it was all big, and I paid off now close to $80,000 worth of non-mortgage debt. I feel like now I'm sort of in an active stance. Sorry, I got a little bug flying around, but it feels like I'm mentally more active because of all the changes that are about to happen, and I think that that's the mode I go into when preparing for big things. One of the biggest things for me was tackling my health issues and being afraid of going to the hospital. And I remember the first time I went to the hospital and I walked in there, I was shaking, my blood pressure was through the roof, my pulse was extremely elevated. I didn't understand anything. First time I had an IV stuck in my arm, then had multiple IVs, and then eventually led to blood transfusions. And I've had infusions of medications and stuff, and it was just all scary. And I had even given up hope that I was going to live in the summer of 2019. I thought I was the end, and yeah, people thought I was going to stop working, and I thought I was going to stop working, and wasn't sure if I was even going to go back to work. And now, just 6 years later, I am in a much better position. Mentally, I still struggle sometimes thinking about what could have been. And, that's something I need to work on, just letting go, because I'm in the here and now and just trying to make the best out of what I see as lost time. For most of my adult life, I was a musician, like a performing musician, writing musician, did all that. And now, I'm coming up on 15 years of a career in corporate, which is totally not something I expected, But with every opportunity, I try to just do the best I can. Going back to when I was, trying to become a good musician, and when I decided to leave music and try to go into corporate, there was a period of when I was a janitor for about 2 years. Went to night school, took accounting classes, took business classes, joined a accounting temp service and started taking on jobs. Did something called adjudication, where I argued for claims. Like not argued, but I talked to um, like plans, Medicare Part D plans, Medicaid, state Medicaid plans, and would try to help patients who were going back into long-term care get their prescriptions filled and it be covered by their plans. Stuff like that. Never thought in a million years I'd be doing stuff like that to what I'm doing currently. And, I'm just truly grateful for this path and where things have ended up. And, to have relatively decent health. I see a silver hair on my mustache. That's neither here nor there. But, realistically, I could retire in, 15 plus years. And I'll be grateful to have the career that I've had. I'm grateful for everything, grateful for it all. And, grateful to my family for all the support they've given me over the years and, continue to give me. And I want to be there as much as for them as they've been for me, if that makes any sense. I'm a little bit tired. So I've got a busy weekend ahead of me, especially tomorrow. Hopefully Sunday, I'll be well rested in time for work again on Monday. So this looks like it'll be about a 7-minute video, but if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I post my videos. You can find me at youtube.com/that not in my budget. As always, take care.